Welcome to the Centre of Ki. In today's class, I wanted to do a class that would focus on strengthening through the hips, the buttocks and the thighs. So we're going to start by warming up that area, and then we're going to progress to some standing poses that really focus on that part of the body and really building some strength and power into those spaces. So if you want some strong work in your hips, buttocks and thighs, then this hopefully is a class for you. All right, we're going to start on a mat on our backs though, so let's lie down. And we're going to interlace the hands behind the head, have the knees bent up with the knees and ankles together, take a breath in, and exhale, take the knees over to one side. Breathe in, come up, and then exhale, take the knees across to the other side. So just a nice big twist. Exhale, coming over, knees together, push the top hip across. So this hip is moving across as that opposite shoulder is pressing back. Inhale up, exhale over. So it actually is the same side. So I'm pushing my right hip across and my right shoulder is pressing back. Inhale to center, exhale going over, squeezing the belly, keep the feet stacked. Inhale up, exhale over, the chin is tucking in, don't move the head around. Some people sort of turn the head as we do this. We really want to keep the head still. Inhale up, just two more, exhaling over, breathe in up, and exhale over we go. Good, all right, so coming up to center, we're going to bring the arms down, step your feet apart, so feet wider than your bottom, and just notice if your feet turn out to the side. I want you to turn the big toes in so the feet are parallel. So chin to the chest, heels stay on the floor. So if your heels are lifting so you can grab your ankles, then please just let go and press the palms down so you can press the heels into the floor. So big breath in, exhale, lifting up. So squeezing into the back, inhale all the way back to the ground. Exhale, squeeze up, so belly rising up, push through the heels. Inhale back, let's do 6 more. So 1, big squeezes. 2, inhale down, exhale to lift. 3, 4, 5, and squeeze up, breathe out, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then coming back to the floor. All right, so we're going to stay here. Keep the chin tucking in. Take a breath in and just stay there. Breathe out. Let the body soften. All right, breathing in again. And now exhale. Drop your right knee in and down. So left knee stays pointing up, other knee pressing towards the floor. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, left knee dropping in. Keep the right knee pointing up to the sky. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right knee going in and down. Inhale, up. Exhale, left knee coming in and down. Inhale, up. Let's do 6 more slowly. 1 and 2. Inhale, up. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good, and coming back. All right, so we're going to stay here. Turn the big toes in again slightly if they've rolled out to the sides. Chin to the chest. See if the shoulders can roll back a little towards the floor. Take a breath in, and exhale, up we go. Hips lifting, squeeze the back. Inhale down, exhaling up, squeeze. Breathe in, come down. We do 6 more again. So 1, 2, big breathing. 3, inhale down, exhale. 4, feel the back squeeze. 5, and the belly stretch. And 6, we're staying up. So take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to squeeze your knees together, but keep driving your hips high. Inhale, knees apart. Exhale, squeeze. So don't let the hips drop as the knees come in. So hips stay high. Inhale, knees apart. We do 6 more. 1, big squeezes. 2, feel the squeeze in the back. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inhale, take the knees apart. Exhale, lift even higher. Push down through the heels. And then very gently curl your bottom back to the floor. And let's just bring the knees and ankles back together. Hands interlace behind the head. Breathe in. Exhale, go over again to one side. Inhale up. Exhale, knees over. And up. Let's do 6. 1, 2. Good. Feel the belly work. 3. Feel the knees squeeze. 4, 5, and 6. And coming back. And then we're going to let the legs go. Let the arms go. And just have a rest. And breathe. Big breath out. So very strong start to the class. But it's always good to work into the back. And like this class is all about the bottom, the thighs and the hips, so we really want to work that area, activate those muscles, get blood and energy flowing through that space. Alright, so now we're going to stretch and open a little bit. So pull the knees to your chest and just hold that for a moment. See if you can let the shoulders relax. Squeeze the knees in gently and you'll feel the whole lower back open. Oops, there goes my hoop. I was using that before. So I forgot to put it away. That's okay. Alright, so we're going to keep hold of the right knee and take your left leg back out straight. Now I want you to push through the heel on the left leg on the ground as you squeeze the bent knee towards you. And we've got the chin tucking to the chest. The crown of the head is gently lengthening as we push the left heel away in the opposite direction. Nice deep breaths. Squeeze the knee, extend through the leg on the floor. And then we're just going to let that go. Again, give that a little moment just to soften. Breathe out, let the tension go. Alright, and we'll bring both knees back. Hold on to that for a moment. Squeeze the knees in gently. And then let's keep the left knee this time. Take the right leg out. Push through the right heel as you squeeze the left knee in towards you. And a few deep breaths here. So crown of the head lengthening. Right heel stretching away. Bent knee squeezing in strongly. Good. Alright, and then gently let that go. So arms beside you again. Palms up. Relaxing. Very nice. Alright, so we're going to do a bit of belly work just to switch on the lower belly. So arms go back above the head, reaching back and away. The chin is tucking in. Take a breath in. And exhale, pull your toes back strongly on your feet. Keep the toes back, breathe in. And exhale, raise your right leg up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, bring it back. Exhale, take your left leg up. So push through both heels. Make sure the bottom leg's still strong. Inhale back. Exhale, right leg. Fingertips are still lengthening as well. Inhale down. Exhale, left leg. Push through the bottom heel. And down. Let's try 10 more. So 1, inhale back, exhale 2, 3, belly working, 4, 5, push through those heels, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely stuff. All right, let your arms go, palms up beside you. Take a breath or two there. Good. All right, so I'm going to do another movement. I'm just going to move this out of the way, otherwise it's going to be in the way. All right, so we're going to take the arms out to the sides, have the hands flatten to the floor, legs are together, and we're pulling the toes back again on the feet. So big breath in here. Exhale, raise your right leg up to the ceiling. So I want you to hold your leg up there. Just breathe in. And as you exhale, push out through this bottom leg a little more strongly. So we don't want this bottom leg to move as we do the next movement. So take a breath in and exhale, take your right leg across towards your left hand without the left leg rotating. Breathe in up and then exhale, take the right leg out towards your right hand. Keep pushing the left heel away so the left hip stays on the ground. Inhale, swing it up. Exhale, go across the body. Breathe in, up, exhale, out to the side. And up, let's swing 8 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take the leg all the way up and then gently lower it back to the floor. Good. All right, so we're going to do that on the other side. So legs together, toes back on the feet, palms into the floor, chin to the chest. Breathe in and exhale, left leg up. Let's stay up here, breathe in and just exhale, push more through the right leg on the ground. Breathe in up there and exhale, left leg towards your right hand without the right leg rolling. Inhale up, exhale, take the left leg out towards your left hand. Inhale up, I'm just going to shuffle around. Exhale, go across the body. Breathe in up, exhale out to the side. And up, 8 more. 1, 2, nice strong bottom leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take the leg all the way up. And then gently bring it down. And just bring your hands in beside you for a moment. Turn your palms up. And let the lower body soften and relax. Nice deep breaths. Feeling that energy through the lower body. Alright, so let's take the right arm out to the right. We're going to bend the right knee up. Just doing a twist. So reach around with your left hand. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee goes across the body. Breathe in, come up. And then exhale, take it across. Breathe in, up. Let's do one more. Exhale, over. Now just try and rest the right foot on your left leg. Let the knee just hang. If you want, you can turn your head to look out along this right arm to the side. And breathe in, expanding the lower body, the back, the hips. And as you exhale, soften. And then let's roll back and straighten out. And we'll do the other side. So left arm out, left knee up. Reach around with your right hand. Take a breath in and exhale over. Nice big twist. Breathe in, come up. Exhale, take it across, keeping the shoulder on the floor. Inhale up, one more. Exhaling over. And if you want, you can turn your head to look along the left. Rest your left foot on your right leg. Let the knee just hang. Breathing in, expanding this whole lower belly, body, bottom area. And exhale. Let it soften. And then gently coming all the way back. Straighten out again for a moment. And just let that go. Breathe in to the belly. Exhale, softening and relaxing. Good, alright, so let's grab our knees now. So pull the knees in again. Take a breath in and exhale, lift your head. So pull your head to your knees. Make a little ball. Inhale, bring your head back. Exhale, just go as far as you can. Even if your head doesn't get to your knees, that's okay. Breathe in, come back, one more. Exhale, squeeze, and now we're going to rock and roll a few times along the ground. We're coming up and onto the hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, just slightly apart. Alright, so we're going to work a little bit into the belly and then into the bottom and the back and the legs. So we're going to breathe in, bring the right knee in, and on the exhale we're going to take the leg up, point the toes away and lift up, look up to the ceiling. Inhale, bring it in, squeeze the belly, exhale, stretch. So we're working through the leg, through the bottom, but also stretching and squeezing into the back. Inhale, bring the knee in. Exhale, lift, look up, keep those arms nice and long, squeeze the back and the bottom. Inhale, bring it back, one more, and exhale, take it up. Good, and then we're going to bring that leg so it's level. And I want you to push the heel away, pull the toes back. And just notice if you're lifting this hip, try and make the hips more level. So we're weight balancing over the hands, take a breath in, and exhale, swing the leg out, look over your shoulder. So this is my right leg, I'm swinging it to the right, I'm looking over the right shoulder at my foot. Inhale, take it back, and exhale, swing to the left and look over the left shoulder. Keep the toes pointing down to the floor. Inhale, center, exhale, swinging out, push through the heel, feel the squeeze in the side of the body. Inhale back, exhale across, look over the shoulder, and swing it back. Let's do 8 faster. 1, 2, 3, push through the heel. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back to the center and bring the knee down. So have your knees together now. The weight is over the hands. Look about 1 meter in front of you on the floor, so the chest is forwards, arms are long. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just drop the hips to one side. Let them be heavy. Inhale up, exhale, drop the hips the other way. And up, let's do 6. So 1, keep looking forwards. 2, shoulders stay still. 3, hips moving. 4, 5, and 6, and coming back to center. So knees slightly apart. If you need to shake out the hands for a moment, do that if your wrists are getting sore. Also, if you can't do this position because of your wrists, then come onto the fists and have the fists on the mat. And when you do that position, have the wrists facing inwards. But otherwise, palms are flat if we can. All right, so breathe in, left knee in. Exhale, take the leg up, look up, squeeze the back, stretch through the back of the body there. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, up we go. Feel the belly stretch, lengthen the legs, squeeze the bottom. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, take it up, look up, keep the chest high. One more, inhale, and exhale. Squeeze, lengthen, and then lower that leg so it's in line with your bottom. Make sure the hips not lifting up. Push the back heel away so toes point down to the floor. Take a breath in, and exhale, leg goes out to the side. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, take it to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale back. Exhale across. Breathing back. Exhale over. Push through that heel. Inhale back. Let's do 8 more. 1, 2. Squeeze in the side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back to the middle. Bring the knee down. Knees together again. Weight over the hands, look slightly forwards, take a breath in, and exhale, drop the hips. Inhale up, exhale, drop, and up. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, shoulders stay still. 4, 5, and 6. Good, coming back, and we're going to have a little rest in child's pose. So have the knees just slightly apart. Curl yourself into a ball. Arms are beside you. Your head doesn't comfortably get to the mat, or your bottom is up really high and you're pushing down on your head, then just bring one fist on top of the other and rest your head on your fists if you need to. Okay? It just takes the pressure off the head. Otherwise, we've got the head on the floor. Couple of breaths here. Let the shoulders relax. Feel the bottom dropping towards the heels.
Breathe into the belly. Soften as you exhale. One more breath here. And then gently curl up through your spine.
It comes up last. Lovely. And we're going to come up to standing. Alright, so we're going to do a couple of standing poses now to work strongly into the legs. So I want you to come, well, let's just start into Tadasana. Always a good place to start, mountain pose. So feet just slightly apart. Make sure the feet aren't pointing out to the sides, feet parallel. See if you can relax down through the shoulders, let your hands just hang beside you. Feel the big toes pressing into the floor, feel the heels, the ball of the foot, and you want to feel the width in the collarbones across the front of the chest here. The chest is opening, and then draw the belly button in slightly, so as if you've got a zip from between the thighs all the way up to the belly button. There's a little zip coming up and in, feeling that energy drawing inwards slightly. Very nice. So Tadasana. Good. Alright, so we're going to move into a pose where it's kind of like a chair. So we're going to swing the arms up beside the ears. Feet are still in that Tadasana position, so make sure they're not turning out to the sides and the knees aren't apart, because we want the knees to stay together-ish. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, we're going to drop the bottom, sink down. So I think this might be called lightning bolt pose. It has different names depending who you're studying with or teaching. All right, and let's breathe in, coming up, stretch out through those fingertips. And exhale, sinking down. So sinking down, bottom drawing down, knees together, big toes pressing into the floor. Just notice if you're dipping the chest. Try and keep the chest forwards and open. Inhale to rise up. Let's do one more. And then exhale, sink down, belly button drawing in, knees together, arms next to ears, palms facing inwards. And then gently coming up. All right, let the arms go. Give the shoulders a little roll, just to release any tension. All right, so next pose, similar but different. Okay, so we're going to have the hands in prayer pose, the feet again side by side, so big toes touching, heels slightly apart, and we're going to sink down again. But this time as we sink down, we're not taking the bottom back, so I want you to keep the pelvis tucked in and under, and as we sink, the bottom is dropping directly down to the floor behind us, and you're going to feel a big squeeze in your ankles. All right, so let's take a breath in and exhale, sink down. So bottom tucking in and under, bottom sinking towards the floor. Chest is forwards. Notice if you're dipping, lift up through the spine. Inhale to rise up and exhale, sink. So you might not go very far. That's okay, as long as you're feeling where it's working. So ankles, thighs, bottom, inhale up and exhale. So you might feel a lot in the calves, stretching there as you sink the bottom down. Let's do one more. Inhale, rise up and exhale, sinking down. Good, and then coming back up. All right, just let that go. Come back into Tadasana for a moment. Take a breath. All right, so we're going to do that one again, but then we're going to do something with the feet. All right, so palms together, tuck the pelvis under slightly, take a breath in, and exhale, sinking down. So knees are together, heels on the floor. All right, looking forward. So I want you to take a breath in, and as you exhale, just lift your right heel up off the floor. So the weight is on your left leg, and the balls of the right foot. All right, so we can stay here if that's strong enough. If you want to go a little further, take your right leg out so the right heel comes onto the floor and the toes are pulling back. So all the weight is on the left leg or the left foot, with a bit on the right heel, just balancing there. And just breathing, sinking down. Again, notice if you've dropped forwards with the chest, try and lift up through the spine. Toes are back on the right leg. We're going to try, if you can, take a breath in. And exhale, try and lift your right heel off the ground. Breathe and lower the heel back. Exhale, lift. So keeping this left leg bent and strong, you're going to feel it through the thigh, through the ankle. Inhale back. Let's try one more. Exhale, squeeze up. And let's stay for a couple of breaths. Breathing through the nose if you can. Push through the heel of the straight leg. And then gently coming up. Well done. Shake that out. Lots of strong work through that left leg, yeah? You're going to feel that in the thigh. So shake it out. All right, we'll do the other side. I'm going to face front on this time so you can see from the front. All right, so take a breath in. Just stay there, exhale. Let the body soften. All right, breathing in again. And exhale, sinking into it. So make sure you're not sticking your bottom out. Tuck it in and under. Keep the spine tall. Take a breath in. And exhale, lift your left heel off the ground. So you're balancing on the right leg more. Toes of the left foot on the ground. And if you need to, you can always grab a chair and hold onto a chair or a table if you need to for balance. But we try without if we can. So take a breath in. And then exhale, take your left heel to the floor in front of you. So we're still sinking into this right leg, feeling that work there. Take a breath in, and then exhale, lifting the left heel if you can. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, we come up. Inhale, back, one more. Exhale up, we're going to stay and breathe about 3 breaths. Through the nose if you can. Sink more into your right leg. Feeling the muscles of the thigh engage. Feeling the ankle. Strong work in the ankle there. Push through the straight leg heel more. And then gently, coming up, shake it out again. Well done. All right, so let's just stand again in Tadasana. So feet slightly apart. Feet parallel, let the shoulders relax, feeling the heat in the lower body, really feeling your big toes now pressing into the floor. And then noticing that energy coming up through the inner leg, inner thigh, deep into the pelvis here. All right, and this is hopefully going to set us up nicely for tree pose, which we'll do next. So with tree pose, the foot position, okay? So we want to turn the knee out. And the really basic version for those of us just starting, and even if you need to hold on to something, do so. We want maybe the big toe on the floor still, and the heel is just touching above the ankle. If you can go one step further, the foot goes to the lower leg, so make sure you're not pushing on the knee joint. So it's either below the knee, or for those that maybe have more strength and flexibility, the foot can come onto the inner thigh. So any of those 3 positions. Okay, you want to squeeze through this standing leg, push down into the big toe, and we're just going to bring the hands to the chest in prayer pose. A nice simple version. This knee, trying to pull back slightly, squeeze, tuck under the bottom. Crown of the head lifting, and just a few breaths here. Find your gaze, pointing at focus, so focus on something across the room. If you can, really squeeze into this standing leg, draw the belly up and in, crown of the head is lifting. All the work is in the lower body here. Push down through the big toe, squeezing the bottom, knee gently pulling back so it's in line with the hips, and then we let that go. Very nice. Again, just a little shake through the legs if you need. And we do the other side. So again, very simple version for those of us just starting out maybe, or who want to just take it easy today. Maybe lower leg, if that's good, then work on the lower leg. It's just as good. Just notice this knee if it's coming forwards. Just try and draw it back. You're going to feel the squeeze a little bit in the buttock there. And if you can, we come all the way to the thigh. Squeeze down through that big toe, squeeze into this standing leg nice and strongly. Tuck the bottom under, knee gently coming into alignment with the rest of us here. And again, just prayer pose, nice simple, just focus on the lower body rather than worrying too much what's happening above the waist. Find that point of focus as you breathe and hold. Squeeze the standing leg, press down through the big toe. Bottom tucking in and under, belly button drawing in. Nice deep breaths. Good, all right, and then gently let that go. Fantastic. All right, and again, we'll do Tadasana, so standing, arms beside. Again, noticing the lower legs, or the lower body, the legs, the hips, the thighs, the ankles, the feet. Nice strong work into the lower body. So we're going to take that a little bit further. We're going to come into Warrior Two. So I'm going to come onto the wooden floor because it's just a bit easier. So I'm just moving that back. All right, so if you have a rubber mat, that's also good. It's a bit slippery on the cotton, so I just want to make sure I'm doing it as safely as possible. So we want to take the legs wide, so about elbow width. The feet are about elbow width, maybe a little wider if you can. All right, and we're going to start by turning the right leg out, and so the right leg to front leg, so it's pointing directly away, and the left heel just turns out a little bit as well. So I want you to focus on pressing down, especially into this back leg. We want to start with our hands on the hips, and just notice if your hips have started to face that front leg, we actually want to keep the hips more centered in the middle here. All right, so this front foot, the heel is intersecting the arch of the back foot. So just make sure you're not sort of really wide apart or coming too far forwards. I'm smiling because my turtle is crossing the floor. He's out of his tank and he's having a little wander. It's quite cute. All right, so hands on hips, belly forwards. We're going to lunge into this front leg. So take a breath in and exhale, lunging down. So just noticing if this knee is coming over the heel, then just slide your foot forwards maybe so the knee and the heel stay above each other. So inhale, we come up, push down through the back leg. Exhale, sink, and the chest is sitting in the middle, yeah? We're not leaning forwards. And we inhale to rise up. Let's do one more. And exhale, sink. Good. So we're going to stay here, pushing back through the little toe on the back leg. Notice this front knee as it's dropping in. Pull it back so it's lining up with that hip. Big toe, knee, hip. All right, sinking down, pushing back, and then the arms rise up. All right, hands in line with shoulders, and then we can turn and look over the front fingers. And we're going to breathe about 3 or 4 breaths here, sinking down into the hips a little more. Just noticing if you're leaning, you want to keep the body right in the center there. Breathing through the nose if you can. Feeling the work through the thighs, the hips. Good, and then coming back up. Let that go. We're going to turn the feet the other way. So turn the left foot forwards, turn the right heel back. All right, so same thing. Hands start on hips. Come back to center. Yeah. Press down through the little toe of the back leg. Take a breath in and exhale, sinking. And again, notice if your knee is coming too far forwards, slide the foot if you need to. Inhale to rise up and exhale. Also notice heel intersecting with the arch of the back foot. Inhale to rise up. Let's do one more. Exhale and sinking into those hips. Body in the center, not leaning. And then we can take the arms out. Arms in line with shoulders, and then just the head turning to look over the front. Notice this front knee, drop it. If it's dropping in, pull it back slightly. Squeeze into that left buttock a little bit. Belly opening, shoulders softening, Eyes are gazing off the fingertips, up the front. Nice deep breath, sink a little more into the hips if you can. Nice strong work into the legs. Good, and gently coming back up. And if you want, you can jump the legs in or just step them in. And we come back to Tadasana. So arms beside us. Well done. So we're going to do one more strongish pose, strong standing pose. So we're going to take the feet out again. We're going to turn, and this time we're actually going to turn the whole body to that front. So we're kind of lunging forwards. All right. So with this one, what we're going to do is we're going to bring that back foot in. We're going to drop the belly over this front thigh here. And we want to take the arms out in front of us. And we're going to see if we can lift the back leg and pull the toes back, arms next to the ears, take a breath in, and on the exhale we see if we can straighten the standing leg. And we're just going to breathe a couple of breaths here, fingertips extending, heel pushing away, looking down to the floor in front of you. Nice deep breaths through the nose. And then bend the knee, bring the back leg down and coming up. Whoa, okay, so that's warrior three. So very strong. So if you fell over, that's totally fine. Just try it again and again. Repeat this class a few times. All the work we've done is building towards this. So if you keep at it, eventually you will get it. All right, so let's go the other way. So lunging to this side now. I'm going to step that back leg in. Keep this front leg bent. We're going to stretch the arms out, arms beside the ears. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the back leg. Front knee is bent. Push out through the back heel. Breathing in. And then exhale, stretching out the straight leg, or the leg we're standing on. Nice deep breaths. Fingertips extending. Back heel extending. Nice deep breaths through the nose. And then bend the knee gently, coming all the way back and coming back and up. Good. Well done. All right, let's just take a moment to stand and just feel that work in the big toe. Feel the energy drawing in and up into this pelvic area, lower belly area, bottom thighs, nice strong lower body. And with that strength in the lower body, you're going to feel the openness through the chest, nice and light in the upper part of the body. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to come onto the back. We just want everything to settle, so we're going to lie down. So we're on the back, and just let your body relax. So arms beside you, palms are up, legs are out. Take a few deep breaths here, softening. All right, so we're going to do one more stretch just to finish, just to stretch out the buttocks and the hips. So bend the knees up. Now, oh, where's my belt gone? There it is. So if you might need a belt here, you may not. Just see how you go. All right, so we're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left thigh. And we want to reach the right hand through this gap that the right leg makes here. Lift the left foot up and reach over the outside of the left knee and hold onto it and bring the head back to the floor. Now if you're struggling, if your head is off the mat, then that's where your belt will come in handy. You can throw the belt over that knee and hold on with your hands, okay? Otherwise, if you can use your hands, then use your hands. So we want to pull this left knee towards the left chest. A lot of people do this and the knee comes across. So the left knee starts to come across to the center or to the right side. So please be very vigilant with yourself and notice where that knee is in relation to your chest. So we're pulling that knee in towards us. And then the right foot, the foot that's in front of us, pull the toes back. And as you're doing that, that's going to intensify that stretch through the hip and the buttock area. So we're going to hold and breathe here. As you exhale, draw the belly in, and you may find that the left knee can come a little closer to your chest. Big breath in, expand everything. Exhale, softening as you go. We want to keep the crown of the head long. Keep the tailbone lengthening away. Nice deep breaths. Softening on the breath out. Expanding on the breath in. Nearly there. Just see if you can go a little bit more. See if that left knee can squeeze in as you breathe out. Feeling that stretch through the right hip and the buttock. Lovely. All right, and then let that go completely for a moment. Really important to give it a rest. Just acknowledge what you've done by stretching that side. You're going to feel some sensations in the buttock, maybe in the back, maybe in the belly. And just take a moment to connect with those sensations. Really important. You know, a lot of people stretch and they just do a stretch and a stretch and a stretch, one after the other, and they don't really notice what they're doing. It's just mechanical. And you can just take it so much more than on that mechanical level and really absorb it into your body and feel what actually shifts and changes afterwards. And that's where you're going to get real benefit from doing this mindfully. It really is a mindful practice, which is what yoga is all about. So let's do the other side. So bend the knees up, take your left foot across the right thigh. We're going to take the left hand through that gap and reach over. And again, if you need your belt, grab hold of it, use it, yeah? These are little tools that we have handy if we need them. Okay, so pulling the right knee now to the right chest. Again, notice where your knee is traveling to. Is it coming across? Is it going out to the side? We want the knee to come into the chest on that same side. Toes are back on the left foot in front of the face here. And we're squeezing gently on the breath out. This other foot can just hang. Don't need to do anything with that leg. Just pull the knee in. And breathing. Very important, of course, to breathe as you hold. So breathe in, expanding. Exhale, softening, but also drawing belly in. Noticing if you can extend the tailbone further away. Let the crown of the head lengthen. Keep the chin tucking in. A lot of people do this and their chin is jutting up. So really notice if that's happening to you. Chin tucks in so the neck can lengthen. Very important. We want to keep the neck long to ensure good blood flow to the brain. Nice deep breaths. Keep going. A little bit longer. See if you can squeeze that right knee in a bit closer towards us. Feeling that strong stretch with the left hip and the buttock. One more breath in and out. And then completely let that go. Relax your arms, relax your legs, and give it a moment. Let everything soften. Feel the breath. Rather than just breathing into the chest or the belly, just feel your whole body becoming part of that breathing process. Lovely. All right. So we're going to draw the knees to the chest. Hold on, take a breath in. Exhale, head lifts, rock and roll a few times along the spine, coming up to sitting. And just sitting however is comfortable. We're going to finish here. Hands can rest in your lap, close your eyes. And just feel all that beautiful energy you've created in the lower body. And just as a result of that, the openness that comes to the chest and the upper body. And let's breathe in and out. Breath in and out. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to chest in prayer pose. Just soften here for a moment. Tuck the chin in, close your eyes. Feel the palms connecting. Feel the length in the spine, the warmth and energy in the lower body. Great work. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I look forward to seeing you in the next class.
Thank you so much.